So it has been, so it must be with this generation of Americans.
If we desire to make a contribution to make this nation bring about the fulfillment of the American dream so that it is meaningful to every segment in America, we will forget what the world will say, whether we are in our place or out of our place.
People getting shot in the back of the head over a piece of pound cake. And then we all run out and we're outraged. Oh, the cops shouldn't have shot him. What the hell was he doing with the pound cake in his hand?
This is MABJ Radio with your host, Lauren Robinson.
Which you may or may not know, there was a 28% drop in the number of African American students this past year.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, Dr. Black and I brought that to his attention earlier this semester when I was planning for the Black Male Initiative program for the fall semester.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed a drop in black males, and he and I both we called the Office of Undergraduate Admissions to inquire in terms of why there was a drop. Was it due to, did they have an explanation? Was it due to the economy? I would think that would be one factor. Was there any change in admissions requirements?
Right.
Were there changes in the types of high schools and private schools that the university traditionally recruits from?
Mm-hmm.
And we inquired about that, but we never got a response from them. So that, I think, is really, in my opinion, that's one weakness in the proposed diversity plan in terms of implementation.
Mm-hmm.
I had a meeting this past Friday and also earlier last week with the provost.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that he said was that this upcoming year, there will be a plan, I guess, to have a designated individual to work on recruitment to try to bring that back up to the level that it should be.
Right.
It never should be lowered to that 28%
right.
Decrease. I mean, I'm appalled if something like that happens.
Yes.
And I'm really quite concerned about it, as other people are as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that, I'm not. And Dr. Black, again, he and I, we were aware of that, and we inquired about that. Also, in terms of African American and faculty of color, I think that's another area that needs extreme attention.
Mm-hmm.
If we talk about, for example, the Department of African American Studies, they're in the throes of possibly being transferred to another unit.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they are somewhat underfunded in terms of full-time faculty. I believe there are only 2 full-time tenured faculty members within that department, and the others are either on tenure track lines who do not have tenure, or they are adjunct instructors. And the enrollment is somewhat down in terms of majors within African American Studies. So those are some concerns. And also, if we look around the campus, when we talk about diversity, we look at the various departments. If we look at, for example, a department like psychology, 10 or 20 years ago had many more African American faculty. Now they're down to 0. If we look at a department like economics, is 0. Geography, 0. If we look at the sciences, we have a dean who's African American, and that's a credit to the University of Maryland. I know Dr. Black was instrumental in also recruiting that individual, and he's been very, very active in terms of devising diversity initiatives and working with diversity type initiatives during his tenure on this campus.